Hi everyone, it's Hayes, and today we are going to be talking about the newest episode of Miraculous Ladybug and also the first episode shown of season 4, Furious Fu. This is going to be like a commentary / analysis of the episode. It's not going to be a reaction. I've already seen the episode 3 times. It won't be a reaction to the episode, but I am going to spoil the full thing for you. So if you haven't watched it yet, go and watch it, then come back. I will leave some links below in the description box to where you can go and watch it on YouTube, but eventually they'll be taken down for copyright. Obviously they won't be up forever, so I will try to update them within the next few weeks, but eventually they'll be nowhere to watch it until it gets put on probably Disney Plus or Netflix. So like I said, this is like a commentary / analysis of the episode. I've only done one of these before, which was on the New York special. I wasn't doing YouTube really at the time of the previous season, so I'm really looking forward to doing this. So if you don't care about my opinion, then this isn't the video for you. However, I just want to say a quick thank you to the response over the past 2 weeks to my channel. My views have gone through the roof, so have my subscribers, and the amount of comments and engagement I'm getting. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone who has newly subscribed and watched some of my videos. So if you just want to know my quick thoughts on the episode, I would say it's an 8 out of 10 overall. I think it's a pretty decent episode, but if you want some more in-depth commentary and analysis on the episode, we're gonna get into it now. Okay, so I've got my notes here, and before we start, I think it's important to note that even though this was the first episode shown, it was not the actual first episode in the series. So whilst this is technically the season premiere of Miraculous Ladybug season 4, it wasn't intended to be the first episode. According to the production codes, Furious Fu is actually supposed to be episode 6, I think. The first episode of the series is apparently meant to be Truth, which is where Luca gets akumatized. So while this definitely wasn't written with the intention behind it of it being the season premiere, I don't think it was a terrible episode to start with. I think it's a really good episode overall with some great moments, but it's definitely not the best season premiere. I definitely think Chameleon, which was the first episode in season 3, was a lot better, but I guess we can compare them properly when Truth comes out, I think on the 11th of April in France. So let's start off talking about the Kwamis. They are so cute. I'm so excited to get to finally see them all. The first time we got to see them all was in the episode Samboy, which was in season 2, and oh my gosh, I loved them then, I love them now, and I can't wait to hear the English dub of the episodes with all these Kwamis in, because no offense to the Portuguese voice actors, but the English voice actors for the Kwamis, they are all so cute. I love them all so much. And also the way Marinette is handling the Kwamis, as in not handling them physically, but handling them in terms of what they do, what they aren't allowed to do, things like that. She definitely seems, in my opinion anyway, a lot more responsible, and I'm really happy about that development for her. However, I do have to ask, she's meant to be keeping the Miracle Box safe, she's meant to be guarding it. So what did she do with it in the New York special? The New York special is set between season 3 and series 4. End of season 3 she gets the box, season 4 she is now the Guardian. So where was it? They seem to be in New York for quite a number of days, so what happened to this box when she was away? The picnic Marinette had with Master Fu and Marianne. I've eventually learnt her name, I will remember it now because it sounds eerily similar to Marinette. Why did they pick this name for her? The picnic was really wholesome, but then Marianne says, "Can you believe he picked up a passion for art in London?" And the first time I saw that when I was reading the subtitles, I was like, actually, you know what, Marianne? I don't believe he got that, because the majority of London just smells like cigarette smoke. I am thankfully not from London, I am from the north of England. But oh, it's a nice place-ish. But it's also very dirty and kind of gross. Just, generally other cities are. So I do find it hard to believe that Master Fu found this passion for painting. Do you know what one of London's nicknames is? The Big Smoke, because it smells of smoke. So I do find that a bit hard to believe. However, talking about the painting, I thought it was so sweet with the Ladybug colours, how he said that's what reminded Master Fu of Marinette every time he thinks about her, that's what he sees. So he obviously kind of recalls it slightly, like his unconscious mind seems to remember what happened, and it's showing it itself in his conscious mind through his paintings. However, at this exact moment when the painting was given, we saw Suhan in the back of a bike, like a delivery bike. And let me just say right here, right now, Soohan has got the skills to pay the bills, that he can fit inside that thing. Like earlier he was in the bin, like to be fair, it's a bin, like anyone could fit in a bin if you tried hard enough. But in there, surely you could only fit a baby in there. He is impressive. Now before we carry on and commentate on the rest of the episode, I will say it here and I'll say it again, and yes I will talk about this forever. There were no pictures of Adrian up in Marinette's room apart from the notice board above her bed. I will keep saying this, there were none. So we've already seen clips for Truth, which I think they're for Truth anyway, and there are pictures of Adrian up, but 5 episodes later they have been taken down. So has Marinette just given up on love entirely? She's like, I'm the guardian, I can't be bothered with having a boyfriend because it's too much for me, so she just gives up on them entirely. And whilst that hurts my heart as someone who is a hardcore any variation of the Love Square shipper, I feel that might actually help, because at the minute she does kind of seem like obsessed with Adrian, and it might kind of help us see him in a different way, more of as like a normal human being, see him as a normal person. Also dragons. Plag killed a load of dragons. Is Miraculous confirming that dragons were indeed real? The only reason we don't have them is because of Plag? Like what were they doing? Eating his cheese? Like why did he kill the dragons? What were they doing? And also male pigeons. When Soohan said that, like my heart felt like it was breaking, that they no longer use male pigeons. If you're new here, pigeons are one of my most favourite animals of all time. They're up there with cats and elephants. It's like elephants, cats, pigeons. I love pigeons so much. Why don't they use male pigeons anymore? Forget your bug phone or whatever it's called. Bring back the pigeons. Now I just want to bring up here something interesting I noticed in the dialogue. So no, I can't speak Portuguese. However, generally I've watched a lot of dubs for this show, so I've watched the show in a lot of different languages, and generally the superhero names, supervillain names and the Akuma villain names are all the same in every single language, just because they're kind of hard to translate. However, every time Shadow Moth's name comes up, it's translated as Hawkmoth, but you can quite clearly hear in the dialogue they are saying Shadow Moth, not Hawkmoth. So there's a line where Ladybug asks Soohan, like, how are we supposed to defeat Shadow Moth without our Miraculouses? It makes me wonder, now that Gabriel has repaired the Peacock Miraculous, if him being Shadow Moth is going to be like a permanent thing, I guess. It's kind of hard to speculate on it, since I'm assuming we will get told this in the actual first episode in Truth, but I'm just wondering if that's going to be a thing from now on, and if it is, what's Natalie going to do? Like Gabe Nath forever, if they're not going to be fighting Ladybug and Chat Noir together, then how is their relationship going to develop? It's a genuine concern of mine, okay? And oh my god, oh my gosh, okay, so when Ladybug is like, I might have to, you know, relinquish being the guardian of the Miracle Box, and Chat Noir's line when he says something like, does that mean you'll forget me too? My heart went out to him. Nobody convinced me that this man, I guess he's technically a boy, he's only a teenager, but no one can convince me he is not still in love with Ladybug. Forget this yellow rose in the New York special that means friendship, forget that. He is 100% in love with her. The look on his face, the way he said it, the dialogue, like the contents of what he said himself. He is in love with Ladybug. You can't convince me otherwise. I will not be taking constructive criticism on this. I thought all of the fight sequences in this episode were really, really well done, especially the one on the roof. And I thought it was a really innovative way that Ladybug slid a yo-yo under with the fighting thing on it. I didn't know she could do that with her yo-yo slash phone slash media player. Now apparently she can do that too. But all of these fight sequences also just showed me how well she and Chat Noir work together as a team. They literally have the best teamwork dynamic. I love them together so much. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the episodes where we get to see the other heroes, but for me, like, OG Ladybug with OG Chat Noir, nothing can beat. Also, I think a lot of people might have missed this, but Marianne called Master Fu her husband, so that means they got married, and that is so cute. I'm so happy for them. But does that mean we're going to get to see some wedding pictures? Because I, for one, would love to see some wedding pictures from them. Now let's move on to Soohan when he almost gets akumatized. He needs to like run some sort of yoga slash mindfulness class in Paris, directly concerned with being able to do that. The thing he does, like he stands kind of like this and wills the anger and upset away from his body so the Akuma turns around. Like, That would be invaluable. Teach everybody. However, speaking of Suhan, he needs to move aside because I said in previous videos that Suhan has got the best brows in Paris. That is incorrect. Master Fu, akumatized, has got brows for absolute days. Suhan, your brows are rubbish in comparison to akumatized Master Fu. So I thought the power that, I guess, Furious Fu got, not Master Fu, was really cool. However, it did seem a bit like cheating, like the easy way out. However, at the same time, Hawkmoth doesn't really play fair, so I'm not 100% sure if I liked the Akuma or not. Like, I think it looked cool, but in terms of the power and stuff, I'm a bit like, I'm not sure. Let me know what you think of it. Now let's talk about the scenes in the stadium. And first of all, where were they planning on hiding the miracle box in the stadium? Surely it would be safer elsewhere. I don't know where, I don't know where to suggest exactly. But when someone tells me to keep something safe, my first thought is not, yes, the football stadium. I'll hide this extremely powerful box of magic at the football stadium. What was going through their heads? However, speaking of football, the whole like kind of scenes and metaphors around football was really funny when Hawkmoth was like, oh, 1-0 Ladybug. Ladybug was like, that's a red card, stuff like that. And with Suhan pretending to be the manager who's like shouting at the players and stuff. I thought it was hilarious. And also Ladybug and Chat Noir are weirdly good at football. So now let's talk about Ladybug's outfit. So I'm really glad she has her old outfit because I really like the outfit. It's quite chic and simple and kind of fits in with Paris style, nothing too over the top, just very, like I said, chic and simple. However, this new outfit with the zip, and it has her hands are black, the bottom of her feet are black, and like this waist and hip section are also black. So it seems like she has an outfit for her Lucky Charms now, which I don't hate. I like the idea. I did think this outfit was going to be a power-up outfit. It's obviously not a power-up outfit, it's a Lucky Charm outfit, which seems a bit odd, and obviously there was no explanation in the episode because I'm assuming we're gonna get the explanation for this in truth. However, my initial thoughts on it as like the reason why is that it's because she's the Guardian now, so kind of holds more power since she really is in charge now, because Chat Noir's outfit didn't change when he did the Cataclysm, but hers did when she did the Lucky Charm. So that's why I'm assuming it's different, but I'm really glad that they still have their other outfits because I really like their other outfits. I know a lot of people really hate Ladybug's outfit, but I think it's really solid. I don't think an outfit has to be complicated for it to be good. I think sometimes a simple outfit can speak a lot more than a complicated outfit. I did a whole video on the fashion in Miraculous Ladybug, so I really like it and I'm glad she still has it. And like I said before, it is really in keeping with the simplicity and the chicness of French style, or Paris style I guess, which is a bit different. However, and maybe I'm just a bit confused and don't quite remember, is Ladybug able to call other people on her book phone? I thought the only people she could call were other Miraculous holders. I don't remember her ever doing this previously, but I guess at the end of the day, it is a phone. She should be able to call whoever she wants, but I just don't remember it happening previously. Has this happened previously when she's been able to call a civilian? Now the next thing of interest after they got the Akuma out of the paintbrush and they did the Miraculous Ladybug, Marinette took something out of the yo-yo, and I'll put a picture of it on the screen. It looks like a charm of some kind, but I'm not really sure. She didn't go into it and explain what it is, so I'm assuming we will have found out what this actually is in one of the 5 episodes before this one. But Ladybug says it's going to protect Master Fu from getting hurt again, so I'm just wondering why she doesn't give one to everyone in Paris. I guess at the minute because we haven't seen the rest of the episodes, I don't know what the reason is. Can you only give it to someone after they've been akumatized? And if that's the case, you should definitely give one to Chloe. Not that Chloe deserves it, but we all know Chloe's gonna get akumatized again in this season, so maybe she gets given it after that. So then let's move on to the final scene of the episode with Marinette and Suhan back in Marinette's bedroom. I really liked their dynamic in this episode. They started off rocky, then kind of got along well, and then went back to rocky. Then by the end of the episode, they seemed to have a bit of a bond going on. I wouldn't describe them as being friends. I definitely don't think they're friends, but I think they have the potential to become like a mentor-mentee sort of relationship, and I'm really looking forward to him coming back. It doesn't seem like he's going to be in it much, but to be fair, Master Fu wasn't in the show a great deal, to be honest. I wouldn't have really called him a central character. Like, he was definitely important but I wouldn't have said he was a central character. So I hope him and Marinette have a good relationship together. And also just in general in this episode, when he said that Marinette follows her instinct, she knows what she's doing, I do think Marinette is a really good leader, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of that in her in this episode with her natural instincts. The final thing of note, and it's quite a major thing, is at the end of the episode, Soohan says that this miracle box that Marinette has is the mother box, as in it was the first one ever created, and as a result it is the most powerful box, which I thought was really interesting. In a video I did a while ago that was talking about like my predictions, my theories for season 4, I maybe theorised that Gabriel was going to travel to Tibet now the temple had been rebuilt to find another black cat and Ladybug Miraculous in order to bring Emily back to life, but that doesn't seem to be the case because obviously the creation and destruction, to me anyway, seem like the most powerful Miraculouses you could have, and this is the most powerful box, which is why they're in there. So I do think that's a really interesting point. However, that does really raise the stakes of Miraculous. If Marinette loses this box, or even just any Miraculous from this box, it's probably going to have devastating consequences for her, which brings me on to my next point. At some point in the show, surely, Marinette is going to have to give up the miracle box. And when I mean some point in the show, I mean the very end of the show. She will give up the miracle box to live a normal life, get married to Adrian right at the end. She will give up the miracle box. And she will forget everything. So my theories for the very end of the show, not the end of the season, the end of the show, we will see her relinquishing her Miraculous, but being the guardian of the miracle box, where in the future she will eventually pass it on to someone she can trust and they will take charge of it. Or at the end of the show, for some tragic reason, she has to have her memory wiped. It didn't even occur to me when she got given the miracle box at the end of season 3 and Master Fu's memory got wiped. It just did not occur to me at all in the slightest. So when I thought of that last night, it made me really, really sad to know one day she's eventually going to forget everything. So yeah, I think I want to go back and rewatch the series 3 finale after I've done this video and maybe see exactly what Master Fu forgot. Like, he obviously forgot about the Miraculouses and the miracle box, but did he forget everything? Like, is she gonna forget Adrian? I really don't know, and honestly I just felt so bad for her because this season, from the trailers so far, does not look like she's gonna be having a good time. Hi, it's editing me. Sorry about the lighting. It's a few hours after filming this so the lighting's not that great anymore, but I did go back and watch the very end of the final episode of series 3, and Master Fu forgets everything, including Marianne. He has no idea who he is, he forgets Marianne, and whilst he does immediately fall back in love with her upon seeing her, he doesn't remember her. So Marinette is going to forget Adrian, and I mean, to be fair, probably all of her friends as well. But the fact that she's going to forget Adrian and everything they went through together and all their feelings is literally breaking my heart. Oh my gosh, I'm not prepared for that. I hope it doesn't actually happen in the show, in that the show will end with her just being the guardian and like being Ladybug until she dies, I guess. But I am sad because I don't want her to forget about everything that happened. So like I said, overall this episode, 8 out of 10. Pretty good episode, definitely not my favourite episode, but I really liked it. Not the best for a season premiere, but it was shown first, even so it's technically the season premiere. I don't know why they show them out of order all the time. I don't get it. I know it's for children, I know they don't think the order of these episodes is important, but it's actually extremely important. Please, television networks, show them in the correct order. The MVP of this episode, I think, was definitely Chat Noir. He's so loyal to Ladybug, he definitely still loves her, and he is team player. I loved him, and he also had some of the best lines in this episode. So the best line of the episode is, "I am not a bat without wings." So yeah, that was it for the video. Let me know what you thought down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you or didn't you like about the episode? I'd love to know. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!